Hello everybody, it's Red and welcome back to more Pokémon Yellow! Last time, we made our way through Cycling Road with our new partner, Ricky the Machamp. And this time, here we are in Fuchsia City ready to take on our next challenge. Let's talk to this NPC right here. If you're studying Pokemon, visit the Safari Zone. It has all sorts of rare Pokemon. Oh, interesting. So, the Safari Zone. I quickly mentioned that in the end of the last episode, and guess what? That's exactly what we're gonna do today. But I also want to talk to this girl, just, you know. There's a narrow trail west of Viridian City. You mean Route 22? It goes to Pokemon League HQ. The HQ governs all trainers. Yeah, so she's basically giving you the hint that, hey, you already have 4 badges and you're in a city to collect the 5th. So, you know, maybe you want to start thinking about challenging the Pokemon League sometime soon. Yeah, so here's the gym right here. The leader's gonna be pretty tough for this level, so I don't recommend you take him on right now. Wait a little bit, train a little more, because he is gonna be very high level. But I want to come into this house and talk to some people. As far as Zone's warden is old, but still active. All his teeth are false though. Oh, okay. Bill files all his own data. All his own Pokemon data on his PC. Did he show you? Yes, he did. Well, he actually didn't. He just told me his name and gave me a ticket to a boat. I could have gotten really close to the Pokedex, but nope. Just here's a ticket to a boat. Huh? You're Matt Bill? He's my grandson. He always liked collecting things, even as a child. Hey, that's cool. Bill's grandfather lives here. Huh, I wonder why Bill moved away. There's gotta be some reason. Or maybe not. If we check this sign, Safari's own warden's home. So the warden with the false teeth lives right here, huh? Let's talk to him. Hang on, I can do this better. I don't know how to respond to that. Yes? Oh, he said Hafafi. That probably means safari. Why is he talking like this? Well, just a little quick thing. Yeah, he lost his teeth. Because, you know, he has false teeth, so he lost them. And now, of course, as it is with the rules of RPGs, we have to find his teeth and get rewarded for it. And over here we have some Pokemon photos and fossils. Yeah, old Pokemon merchandise. That's interesting. And this right here is a boulder that's blocking an item. It requires strength to move. I wonder how we're gonna get that. Now, you can also go into this house right here and collect an item, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. Because, well, yeah, I have my reasons. You'll find out later. Safari Zone has a zoo in front of the entrance. Our out back is the Safari game for catching Pokemon. Interesting. So this right here is the Safari Zoo. Yeah, Pokemon Paradise Safari Zone. Wait, what's this house? Let's talk to some people. Hello, you. Slowpoke is very knowledgeable about Pokemon. He even has some fossils of rare and extinct Pokemon. Wait, Slowpoke? Okay, so apparently there's someone named Slowpoke. We nicknamed the warden Slowpoke. There we go. He and Slowpoke both look very vacant. Oh, poor warden. They're basically calling him old and dopey. What's this? I can check it. Pikachu has no reaction to it. Okay. Slowpoke came in, but I couldn't understand him. I think he's got a speech problem. Yeah, I couldn't understand him either. Okay, so it's not just me. Cool. Taking some coffee. I hope you have yourselves a drink. As you know, of course, you need a drink to enjoy a good YouTube vid. Where's Sarah?
Sarah.
I said I'd meet her here. Oh, I don't know where Sarah is. So this right here is the zoo. In the zoo, you can check out new Pokemon. For example, Slowpoke, friendly and very slow moving. This will add the Pokemon's page to your Pokedex. So if I were to do this right here, yeah, we've met Slowpoke before, but you know, we're gonna see other Pokemon here. So what's the point of adding the data here if you can't actually check anything? Well, with any Pokemon that you haven't caught yet, you can check the area and find out where you can catch it. However, if the Pokemon is not found in the wild, for example, Snorlax, checking the area will just tell you area unknown, even though I can tell you right now there is one more Snorlax to find. So, Pokemon that you can't find in the wild, aka Pokemon with fixed encounters, or that are only gifted, like Snorlax and Eevee, or, you know, evolutions that you can't find in the wild, they will just show up as area unknown. Because, you know, you can't catch them in the wild, you have to find them in other ways. But yeah, this is a good way to get a couple more extra pages in your Pokedex. This right here should be Chansey. Catching one is all up to chance. That's a fitting name. Chansey, the egg Pokemon. That's great. Oh, look, an item. I want it. Can I get it? That item ball in there is really a Pokemon. What? No! Voltorb! The very image of a Pokeball. Yes! Legend has it that Voltorb is a Pokeball that was possessed by a ghost. Yeah, it's in... Yeah, I don't get it either. It's a thing that, yeah, it's a thing that is. You can also, of course, cut down bushes to, you know, get around quicker, but we don't have to do that. Now, here's a swimming Pokemon. Let's check it out. Lapras, aka the King of the Seas. Lapras is Transport. Of course, the King of the Seas was named Transport by humans. Humans suck. Did you try the Safari game? Some Pokemon can only be caught there. Ah, good to know. And right over here we have the Pokemart. So in this Pokemart we have Ultra Balls. Yes! Good Lord, Ultra Balls. Finally, yes, thank you. You can buy Ultra Balls right now. They are more expensive than Great Balls, but they are also better if the Pokemon is below half HP. So it's good to have both types of balls, Ultra and Great. Because, you know, one of them is going to have better effects against Pokemon above a certain HP, and the other is going to have better effects with Pokemon below a certain HP. So Ultra Balls will work... Ultra Balls catch rate will cap at 1/3 HP, and Great Balls catch rate will cap at half HP. But above, like, 50% HP or 80% HP, Great Balls are actually better than Ultra Balls. That's because of how the catching formula works. You can check out more in the cards and in the doobly-doo down below, but that's the gist of it. You can buy Ultra Balls. I'm not gonna buy any right now because, you know, I'd rather spend my money on another item that we have right here. Not Hyper Potions. Those recover 200 HP. There is no reason why you would need to have them, unless, of course, you're raising a Chansey or something ridiculous like that. Because, yeah, it's 200 HP. That is way too much right now. They are a full heal, you know, if you're in battle, so they are useful for that, but I still think it's overkill. You can also buy Revives, Super Repels, which work for 200 steps, and because they only cost 500 and 200 steps, they are actually the most cost-effective type of Repel, but there is one that will cover for more steps, even though it is a little bit more expensive per step. Here we're counting Poké Dollars per step. Super Repel is the most effective one, and also the item, a full heal. You know, Awakening and, Antidotes and Ice Heals and all that good stuff. Yeah, all of those combined make for a full heal. Full heal will restore any status condition. No limits. So with this, I actually don't need to carry around all of this junk anymore. Awakenings? Don't need them. I can just sell. Paralyzed Heals? Don't need them. You can just sell. Same goes for Antidotes. I am gonna keep the Ice Heals around because I am just that paranoid about Freeze. Trust me, you don't need these if you have... You know what, I'm just gonna follow my own word of advice. I bought 10, never used a single one. I really am just really paranoid about Freeze. Because I think it would be really unfair to lose a battle just because you got frozen. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna carry around the full heals. Just gonna do this. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Keep them over here. Yeah. And we also have 3 repels. Okay. So we're not gonna be using any repels this episode because we're gonna go into the Safari Zone. So, you know, the Safari game. And also you might have seen that I actually have a couple items in my bag. A couple TMs. I actually want to teach these to some people. The first one is TM08 Body Slam. Body Slam is an item that I already had, I just didn't remember that I had it. I actually want to teach it to Ricky, because it's good to have normal type moves, you know, if something resists fighting, it might not resist normal. So I'm gonna get rid of Karate Chop. Yeah, I'll get rid of Karate Chop. The criticals are good, you know, if someone's stacking a lot of defense, but I just rather have Body Slam. Body Slam has a chance of paralyzing, so that would cover for Machamp's low speed, if I do get the effect, but yeah. And then we have TM30, a teleport. Yes, teleport is a TM in this game. We got it in Route 9, just to the east of Cerulean City. And I actually want to teach that to Mew, yeah. Now that Alan has Fly, I don't really need teleport unless I'm in a cave or in a dungeon, but Alan has Dig for that. But also, you know, it's nice to have it, and Mew's gonna, by the end of the game, Mew's gonna have one extra move slot, so I just might as well teach it the freaking teleport. And right here we have a Kabuto, a Pokemon that was resurrected from a fossil. Kabuto the shellfish Pokemon. Huh, interesting, number 140. Ooh, that's high up in the Pokédex. So this right here will actually change depending on what fossil you chose over at Mount Moon. Because I chose the Helix fossil, the Pokemon that shows up here is Kabuto. If you had chosen the Dome fossil, the Pokemon that would show up here would be Omanyte. But not to worry, of course, because, you know, you can only choose one. This is the way that you get the Pokédex entry for the other one. So you check here, you get Kabuto on your Pokédex. And then, of course, later we'll do something with the Helix fossil, praise it, and then we'll get the Pokédex entry for that. And over here we have Kangaskhan, a maternal Pokemon that raises its young in a pouch on its belly. So it's basically kind of a kangaroo, but it doesn't really jump, the parent Pokemon. And you can even see the little baby over on your pouch. And that's it for the zoo. Just a few cool Pokemon. There's really not a whole lot that you can do. I think there are a couple hidden items around here, I didn't check. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Now let's check out this right here, Safari game, Pokemon you catch. And inside, we have the Safari Zone. So let's just go in. Welcome to the Safari Zone. For just 500 Pokédollars, you can catch all the Pokemon you want in the park. Would you like to join the hunt? Why, yes, I would. There we go. You only use a special Pokeball here. And we get 30 Safari Balls for paying 500 Pokédollars. We'll call you on the PA when you run out of time on our Safari Balls. So that's basically the gist of it. Everybody, I'd like to say, welcome everybody to the Safari Zone. The rules here are simple. You pay whatever money you have, maximum of 500 Pokédollars, and you enter the Safari Zone with 30 balls to catch as many Pokemon as you can. Wait, you said pay whatever you have. Does that mean you can get in without paying at all? Yes, you can! If you have less than 500 Pokédollars, you will instead pay everything you have and get Safari Balls proportionate to what you paid. Less paid money, less Safari Balls for your enjoyment. Cool, but what do you do at the Safari Zone? Well, I'm glad you asked. In the Safari Zone you can catch Pokemon! But there's a twist. First things first, battling in the Safari Zone is a no-no. So pulling out your Charmeleon to burn down the place because you just have to catch that Chansey is not gonna happen. But then, how am I supposed to catch Pokemon? Well, you can use our very own Safari Zone issued bait, Safari Zone issued rocks, and Safari Zone issued Pokeballs. Rumors about spinning Ultra Balls with a Pokemon pattern are 100% not untrue. But remember, Pokemon in the Safari Zone are easily scared, so even though our Safari Zone issued rocks will increase your catching chance, they also make the Pokemon more likely to run away. And most of them run away without you even throwing rocks at all, so think twice before stoning your future best friend. But if you really don't want a certain wild Pokemon to run away, you can try to influence it to stay a little bit longer by using our yummy Safari Zone issued bait. The Safari Zone is not responsible for gastrointestinal issues involving humans eating the Safari Zone issued bait. But remember, Safari Zone issued bait will make the Pokemon want to stay, but it will be so attracted to the yummy food that it might not want to enter a Pokeball. But what is fun without rules? That's right, a failed political regime called anarchy, and nobody wants that. Our rules are simple. Number 1, no battling in the Safari Zone. We already went over that. Number 2, any items you find in the Safari Zone are yours to keep. Number 3, if your current PC box fills up and you become unable to catch any new Pokémon, you will have to leave the Safari Zone to change boxes and pay for a fresh new entry ticket. Number 4, if you run out of Safari Balls, game over. Time to leave the Safari Zone and return after you pay for a fresh new entry ticket. Number 5, one ticket pays for a total of 500 steps within the Safari Zone. Don't worry, if you pay less than 500 Poké Dollars, you'll still get 500 steps. We wouldn't want your story progress to be halted because you ran out of money, am I right, red and blue? And that is it! We hope you enjoy your time in the Safari Zone. Tell your friends and don't burn down the place. Well, that was weird and unexpected. So here we are in the Safari Zone. Yeah, as you just heard, steps are limited. So once I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 500 steps, I will be taken out of the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone has a 500 step limit. Also, here in the Safari Zone, there is a lot of tall grass, and in this tall grass you can find plenty of Pokemon. But as you just saw, you actually can't... Oh, I didn't mean to throw a Safari Ball. If I catch this guy, I'm gonna really regret it. Okay. Yeah, here in the Safari Zone, you can actually find a lot of Pokemon and just have fun with it. This is just a place to catch Pokemon. It is needed to complete the story, well, to progress in the game, because there are 2 items that you actually need in order to get through the game. Let's check out this right here. Rest house. Oh, why would I need this? You can't even fight in here. Why would I need to rest? Catching Pokemon to take home as gifts. Oh, jeez. Where did my boyfriend Eric go? Oh, he's outside by the zoo, buddy. Sorry. Sorry, that's probably Sarah. But anyway, the new Pokemon are here in the Safari Zone. There are quite a few, 13 in total if you count evolutions. And the first one that I want to talk about is Execute. Execute is basically a beast. That's all I have to say about it. Execute is one of the strongest Pokemon you can possibly catch in the entire game. Oh my gosh! Oh, here's Parasect. Hello, I actually want to catch this guy. So let me throw a rock. Execute, as it is right now, it's not really a whole lot. But if you give it a Leaf Stone and it evolves into Exeggutor, holy muck. It will become basically one of the strongest Pokemon in the entire game, period. It is very slow, but it is so freaking bulky. Grass Psychic, the only Pokemon with that typing, actually. Here we go, just caught a Parasect so I can get something else outside. The big host is drained of energy by the mushrooms on its back. Whoa! You appear to do all the thinking. Oh, jeez! Ah, Parasite. I'm gonna name you... Tangela. There. So, Exeggutor, yes! It is the 4th strongest special user in the game. 3rd, if you discount a legendary. So, Exeggutor is by far one of your best catches ever. If you can find one here in the Safari Zone, catch it. Don't miss out on it. It is that amazing of a Pokemon. It is so good. I can't recommend it enough. It learns a lot of great moves, special and physical. Its physical attack is strong enough to where it's actually usable. And don't even get me started on its special. It is just an amazing Pokemon with the Psychic type to back it up. It's just really good. So good. Of course, it will take double damage from Bug type moves, but because Bug is not really a dangerous type here in Generation 1, you don't really have that much to worry about. Second Pokemon that you can find in the Safari Zone is a Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn is a lot more rare than Execute. Well, not a lot. But, you know, it is more rare. And it's basically yet another powerhouse. But this one is just physical. It's slow, its special is garbage. But its physical prowess, Oh my gosh! It will evolve into Rhydon at a really late level, so it is gonna take a while for it to become the powerhouse, but as a Rhyhorn itself, it is strong enough. It can carry its own weight for a good while, and when it evolves, oh my goodness, it is just so strong. It is by far the best rock ground in the game, or ground rock if you want to get technical, but that doesn't really matter. And I just can't recommend it enough. It is one of the strong... It's one of the best physical Pokemon in the game, defensively and offensively. It is so strong, and to this day, it is still that strong. Oh, Nidorino, I want to catch this. So, if you have the chance, definitely try to catch... Oh, poop. Definitely try to catch Rhyhorn. And if you want to use it for a team, you can't go wrong with it. Just remember that it is rock ground. So the double weakness to both water and grass applies. So, you know, it's the good old golden rule of know when to send out your Pokemon. That's all. Rhydon is too strong of a powerhouse. I can't recommend it enough. It is amazing. And the last Pokemon that I want to talk about over here is Tangela. Tangela is the only pure grass type in the game. Does that make it any better than other grass Pokemon? Not really. The fact that it doesn't have a poison type does make it a little bit better because it's not weak to Psychic, which is a really strong type in Generation 1. So there is that plus. But as a Pokemon on itself, Tangela is good. It's good. It's not bad. Like... It is definitely usable, it is bulky, it has good defense, it has good special, but at the end of the day, it's just meh at best. Oh, geez, level 36! I want this! Gimme! Oh, wow! So, you know, Tangela it's not a bad Pokemon, but it's also not great. I do think that there are better Grass-type Pokemon, that are tankier Grass-type Pokemon, for example, Executor. There are better grass-type attackers, for example, Victory Bell and Venonat. Wait, I forgot the name. Vileplume! Jeez! What is wrong with me? Yeah, Vileplume is stronger, is a stronger attacker, but Tangela is a good grass-type tank, and with that much special, we can actually dish out a good amount of grass-type damage. Not that grass is a great offensive type. I mean, Vileplume is, but... great. Vileplume is, but that's about it, just because it gets Petal Dance. Because other Pokemon don't get Petal Dance, and then their best attack is Solar Beam, which takes 2 turns, or otherwise you're stuck using, like, Vine Whip, or something like that. Grass types are kind of weird. They can definitely be really strong, and Solar Beam is definitely a great move, just like Petal Dance. But... if you're gonna use your Solar Beam TM on someone, it should probably be something better than a Tangela. Tangela is tanky enough, so, you know, you're not gonna throw the TM away, but there are better choices out there. And that does it for the new Pokemon that we can find, well, for now. There are definitely a lot more Pokemon, and here in the Safari Zone, I cannot stress enough how important the sidebar is. Oh, good lord. Depending on whether you're playing red, blue, or yellow, there will be different encounter chances for every single Pokemon. And knowing where to look for each... I have no idea what that even means. So, knowing where to look for a certain Pokemon will definitely save you a lot of headache. Oh, good lord. So keep an eye on the sidebars. And if you want even more information, go over to Bulbapedia, of course. Links will be down in the doobly-doo. Pokemon will be at different levels in different areas. So look for that. Find the best level that you possibly can. And keep in mind the encounter rate, because, oh good lord. There are some Pokemon here that only have a 1% encounter chance, but depending on the area that you are, that encounter chance will actually change to 4%. So keep an eye on that and plan accordingly. Your steps here are limited, so you will have to spend money every time you want to come back in. So knowing where to look for a Pokemon will save your life so much. And right here we are in Area 1, the place with so many new wild Pokemon, well, with so many wild Pokemon that I actually had to enlarge the encounter bar quite a lot. So here's what I was saying about levels. Execute in this area can be found either in level 20, either on level 22 or 26. In the previous area, that was only 24. So I want to catch Execute, and because this is the place where it's the highest level, I want to do it here. Oh look, Taurus. Let's throw a rock. Yeah, Taurus has a kind of a bad catch chance. It ran away, of course. So, are there new Pokemon in this area? As you just saw, yes, there are. The first new Pokemon that we can find here is Chansey. Oh, good lord, Chansey. So, have you ever noticed that in these bios that I do, the HP always seems to be a little low? On the low side? Yeah, that's because with these bios, I actually made it, you know, pixel perfect to the highest level that you can find in the game. So for example, if the highest defense is 180, every stat near defense will be relative to 180, the little bar drawing. And Chansey is the reason why everyone's HP looks so low, because Chansey's HP is close to maximum. It is ridiculous. Oh, good lord. Yeah, Chansey has, it just has so much HP. It's really, really ridiculous. And if you look at its stats, its attack is the worst in the game. Its defense is the worst in the game. So what is it doing with all that HP? Well, it's by far the best special wall in the entire game. It doesn't learn Amnesia, so that does limit it a little bit, but it does learn other moves like Light Screen, so it can definitely tank a lot, and its stats on their own are already enough to tank. Chansey is a tank. Full stop. Nothing else. And it is, as I said, the best special tank you can ever find in the entire game. It is just so good. And because, you know, special is just one stat, it's not just a special tank, it's actually a really good special attacker. Oh, I want this. Okay. Yeah, it's a really good special attacker. So, you know, if you can find Chansey and catch it, it is definitely worth considering for your team, because it is just that good of a tank. I wouldn't call it the best tank in the game because of its physical problem. Like, any fighting type will just take it down in like one hit. I'm gonna call you... I don't know. There. So, you know, it's that case again. Look out when you send it out. It does have enough HP to where it can take a couple physical hits, even though its defense is dirt poor. It will just tank with HP, but if it gets hit by a fighting type move, it will faint, undoubtedly. So, you know, think twice before sending out a Chansey. And just because of its physical problem, I wouldn't say it's the best tank. I still think Snorlax is the best tank in the game. And with Amnesia, it actually becomes a better special tank than Chansey. Because, well, we'd have to get into effective HP to talk about that when we're gonna do that in the next episode. So, you know, don't worry about it too much. But, yeah, Chansey is definitely something to be feared. And the best area to catch it, it's right here in Area 1, where it has a 4% encounter rate. So, it's what I'm doing right now, looking for a Chansey. So yeah, do I want to add it to my team? No, I don't. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't want to add it to the team, but this is the only place in the game that you can find Chansey. I'm not too worried about finding Chansey for the Pokédex, because I have caught a Chansey in my Crystal, in my copy of Pokemon Crystal, and I can just transfer that back. If I really have a hard time finding Chansey, I will try really hard, but, you know, I'm not gonna enslave myself to catching Chansey. It's just too rare of a Pokemon to do that. And because I already found one by luck in Pokemon Crystal, I might as well transfer it back if need be. So yeah, Chansey. And the second Pokemon that we can find here in Area 1 is Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is one of the best normal types out there, comparable to the likes of, well, Clefable, to be honest. Clefable is more of a jack of all trades, really tanky and really good special. But Kangaskhan is just an amazing physical powerhouse with enough tanking prowess. It learns amazing moves, it is really, really good. I didn't mean to do that. It's just a really good Pokemon overall. It learns great moves, it has great physical everything, and it is just really powerful. So yeah, Kangaskhan is definitely something that I can recommend. We have seen one before, I think. No, we haven't, because that's only in Red and Blue. So yeah, Kangaskhan. It's an amazing Pokemon, and of course you can only find it here in the Safari Zone. I don't think you can find it in this area in Pokemon Yellow. Of course, check the sidebars, keep the sidebars in mind. I'm just walking around here because this is the best place to find Chansey, and if I want to find Chansey, this is where I'm gonna do it. And also Execute. I still have to catch an Execute. I'm looking for a level 26 one, just because I want to have a high level one. So yeah, right here we can find level 22 or level 26. So I'm hoping that I can find a level 26 one. But yeah, Kangaskhan, definitely very usable. I don't think it's the best normal type out there. I do think there is a better, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally caught a second in the arena. I do think there's a better normal type right here in the Safari Zone, actually. And we actually met it. It's Taurus. But ding dong! Time's up. I have taken my 500 steps. And did not find a Chansey. Yeah. Oh boy. So that's how the Safari game works. I'm actually gonna just go past Area 1. Because like I don't want to spend the whole video just searching for Pokemon. So yeah. But there is stuff that I want to catch here. It's what you do in the Safari Zone. You catch Pokemon, so might as well catch a lot of Pokemon. There's also water here where you can fish. But of course, with the old rod, you can only catch Magikarp. With the good rod, you can only catch Poliwag and Goldeen. So until you get the Super Rod, which you can get like right now, if I want to, I can just go over there and get it. There aren't gonna be any new Pokemon, any interesting Pokemon to catch in the water here in the Safari Zone. But of course, if you have the Super Rod, there's actually really good Pokemon that you can catch in here. So yeah, keep that in mind. Oh, level 22. No, it gave me a level 26. Come on. Fine. I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, water, you can find Pokemon, and just keep in mind that of course it's gonna be like depending on the rod you use. Oh, TM37. Wonder what that is. Oh, you can actually see how many steps and balls you have. Forgot about that. Let's see, TM37, it's Egg Bomb. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot there's a TM for that. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if this is something that you can do to conserve steps. Oh, you can actually use the bicycle here. Okay, cool. Maybe I have to like open a menu? No? Maybe I have to boot up a TM? Because this is interesting, like I just had an encounter without walking. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe that's something that you can exploit without... Like, I'd have to look into it. And with that, I can just keep going. I'm just gonna go on ahead. Oh, here's another item. I actually don't want to get that item because of something that an NPC has right here. Rest House. Let's see. Do steps count? Yes, steps count inside rest houses. Remember that. How many did you catch? I'm bushed from the work. Did people really say I'm bushed that much? Oh, jeez. I caught a chance. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. That makes it all worthwhile. Oh, I'm tired from all the fun. Yeah, this is a fun place. Like, it's really interesting to catch Pokemon without fighting. I'm so glad that they did this from the very first generation. It's just so cool. And over here we have... Oh, training tips. The remaining time declines only while you walk. Yes, you have steps, not actual time. Because this game doesn't really have an in-game clock. I mean, it does keep track of how long you have been playing for, but, you know. And over here, this is called Area 2. And in Area 2, this is when I want to talk about them. the Safari Trio, which is more like Safari 4 if you want to count Kangaskhan. Hello! So yeah, the Safari Trio, the first one is on a league of its own, Taurus. Holy smokes. Are you tired of your Pikachu being a bad Pokemon? Do you want a better Pikachu? Oh, bummer. Well, if you want a better Pikachu, Taurus is a better Pikachu. Yeah, believe it or not, Taurus is a better Pikachu than Pikachu. Basically, Taurus is an amazing physical Pokemon. It's an amazing special Pokemon because it has a really good special stat, believe it or not. It's super fast, it's pretty darn tanky, and it learns amazing moves, physical and special. I would have to run the numbers on Electric, on its Thunderbolt and Thunder, because, well, maybe same type attack bonus would make Pikachu's Thunderbolt or Thunder deal more damage than Taurus Thunderbolt or Thunder. But that's just something that I would have to run the numbers on. There it is on screen right now. I've run the numbers. So, yeah. Taurus is basically a better Pikachu than Pikachu because it does more stuff better. Of course, if Pikachu could evolve into Raichu here in Pokemon Yellow, that would be better, but yeah. For Generation 1, for Pokemon Yellow, Taurus is a better Pikachu than Pikachu. But not only that, Taurus is one of the best Pokemon in the first generation. I would say that Taurus is the best normal type in Generation 1. Clefable does a different job being more special oriented than Taurus and being more tanky, but Taurus is just so powerful. It learns Ice Beam, it learns Blizzard, it learns Thunderbolt, it just learns so many moves. And its physical is so good, not to mention it will get same type attack bonus from moves like Takedown and Double Edge. It is just so good. I did consider using a Taurus in my team, but I decided on Clefable at the end of the day because I just wanted Clefable, and if I wasn't gonna use Clefable, my second Pokemon would be Charmeleon, and then I would just spend that long without a second team member. So yeah, just to space it out a little better, I decided to go for Clefable, but I really considered Taurus. I really considered using Clefable for a while and then substituting it for Taurus because Taurus is just that good. It is one of the best Generation 1 Pokemon ever. Seriously, no joke. So if you want a really powerful normal type, Taurus is your guy. Because, oh my gosh, it is so good. I can't give it enough praise. Taurus is just amazing. But the next two Pokemon that are actually really interesting. Just like Butterfree and Beedrill do different jobs, Scyther and Pinsir will also do different jobs. First of all, Scyther. Being bug flying only means that it will take damage from certain things. Yeah, it doesn't learn any bug type moves, it doesn't learn any good flying type moves, it does learn wing attack. I didn't mean to do that. Am I gonna catch another Nidorina? Great, I have 3 Nidorinas. So, Scyther. Yeah, it only learns wing attack really late into the game, so it's really not worth it teaching wing attack because it's just not powerful. But yeah, as a bug type, as a flying type, it doesn't really do a whole lot. And of course, bug has a lot of weaknesses, flying has a lot of weaknesses. If you meet a rock type, you are pretty much doomed with Scyther. Speak of the devil. But well, it's not a bug flying, but it doesn't have to be. It will be a normal type Pokemon. It learns the move Swords Dance. If you use Swords Dance 1, it will double your initial attack. If you use Swords Dance twice, it will triple your initial attack. If you use Swords Dance 3 times, it will quadruple your initial attack. Scyther has a beastly attack to start off. And with Swords Dance, that will just become even more ridiculous. Scyther can be a really good sweeper. It's fast, it's strong, all you need is 1 or 2 Swords Dances and you will knock out everything with 1 hit. Or maybe 2 if it's like a really tanky Pokemon like Snorlax. Not to mention it will learn the move Slash. It is fast enough to always trigger Slash's critical. And because, you know, critical hits ignore any buffs of any kind, you will miss out on the Swords Dance that you used, but it will also ignore any hardens that the opponent used. So, you know, it can get around defense buffers, and it learns a lot of amazing normal type moves. It will be a really strong normal type attacker, comparable to Taurus, but, you know, Taurus gets same type attack bonus, so it does end up being stronger, but Scyther is just so good with Swords Dance. Oh, it is a really good sweeper, and I definitely 100% recommend it. I, again, considered using Scyther for my team. I decided against it because it would be just purely a normal type attacker. And, you know, sweepers do have their place, but I'd rather build a balanced team that doesn't revolve around a single Pokemon. But yeah, Scyther is definitely very respectable. And the last Pokemon is Pinsir. Pinsir is a lot like Scyther, but it's more versatile. It's not going to be as much of a sweeper. It's just going to be more of a versatile attacker. It learns fighting type moves. It doesn't learn any good bug type moves because, well, there's the bug problem in the first generation. And it is slightly tankier, but that's about it. Scyther is more of a sweeper, and Pinsir is more of a fighter. That's the difference between the two of them, and you just have to pick which one you want. Pinsir is a pure bug, so it doesn't have that quad weakness to rock that Scyther does, so it is definitely a lot more bulky than Scyther, but, you know, they're just two very different Pokemon, and you just have to choose which one you want. They are comparable in the fact that they're both bug type, they're both found in the Safari Zone under the same circumstances, and they both do similar jobs, being really strong physical attackers, but again, Scyther will be a sweeper, and Pinsir will be a brawler, where it can take a couple hits and deal a lot of hits. So just choose which one you want, and then go with that. Now, finding them here in the Safari Zone, as you can see, is a real pain. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Because, well, they're just really rare, and their catch rate is actually pretty low, and because of that, I actually think it's better to... Well, I think it's easier, more safe, more certain to catch them in the Celadon Casino. You will have to do a lot of grinding. I had the time to do the grinding, so I caught them there, just trading in casino coins. Oh, great, just as I was about to progress with the Safari Zone. But, yeah, I just think it's better to do it in the Celadon Game Corner, just because of how rare and hard to catch they are. Oh, shoot, no, I actually meant to say yes. But there we have it. I already have a Scyther and a Pinsir because, as I said, I already got them over in the Celadon Game Corner. So I don't need to catch them here, but I do need to catch other Pokemon for my Pokédex. For example, Tangela, Kangaskhan, Execute, and Executor. Of course, I'll just evolve that. Also Chansey, and I think that's it. I've already caught everyone else. Oh, Taurus. Yes, Taurus. Also, here's a little fun fact. In the anime, Ash caught himself a bunch of Taurus. Like, I think 30 Taurus in total. Or maybe 25, something like that. And of course, as you know, as I've already said a couple times, Pokemon Yellow is supposed to be the game part of the anime. So, in order to mimic that, here in Pokemon Yellow only, they increased Taurus encounter rate to 10%. Yeah, just to mimic the game, just to mimic the anime, like how often you can find Taurus. Don't forget to drink. That's just a little funny detail. It's not really important at all, it's just a funny thing. But yeah, in Red and Blue, Taurus is just as hard to find and catch as Chansey and Pinsir and Kangaskhan and Scyther, but here in Pokemon Yellow it's actually a pretty common Pokemon. And not as hard to catch. I'm actually looking for a certain NPC around here. I'm not sure where it is. I think it's in this area. But yeah, in order to progress with the story, you just need a couple items. Yep. And those items are over in Area 3. So, let's talk to these people. I just want to get over to Area 3 and Yeah, do that. My Eevee evolved into Flareon, but a friend's Eevee turned into a Vaporeon. I wonder why. Dude, you literally touched it with a stone and you wonder why. Okay, you can keep any item you'll find in the ground here. But you run out of time if you try for them all at once. That's the NPC that I was looking for. That right there that he's saying is actually false. If you have access to Surf, which is a move that allows you to go over bodies of water, you actually can get every single item in the Safari Zone in one go. Yeah, that's actually something that I want to do just to prove that guy wrong. Yeah. It's just a little fun challenge that you can do. Of course, it's only if you have Surf, which we don't yet. But yeah, that's why I'm not picking up any items. Trainer tips. The secret house is still ahead. Ah. And this is how you make your way to the secret house. If you take the other place, you're gonna end up in the area over to the side, and that's not the way to progress with the story. What you have to do is come over here, get yourself the gold teeth, which you can probably already guess what you're gonna do with that, and walk over here to this house. I can't... Let's see, does this have to say anything? Oh! There's a hidden revive right there, okay. But yeah, the statues don't say anything. Yeah, okay. And over in this house we have... Ah, finally! You're the first person to reach the secret house. I was worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won, and you will receive HMO3 Surf. Surf is by far the best water type move in the game. Oh, it's so good, it's so powerful. And of course, it's an HM that will allow you to go over bodies of water. The only Pokemon that I have right now that can learn Surf is Mew. And I don't want to teach Surf to Mew because Surf is just a really powerful move. So I want to have Surf on my team, not on my slave. Instead, I'm just going to give Surf to a temporary slave. Ah, Pinsir, hello. So yeah, I'm just going to give Surf to a temporary slave, and then once I catch my team member that can learn Surf, I'm just going to do that. I'm actually going to stay in this patch of grass. I'm not going to walk all the way down. So yeah, that's all that you really need to do here in the Safari Zone. Get yourself the gold teeth and get yourself HMO3 Surf. That's all you need. You need those things to progress in the game. So keep that in mind. You do have to come into the Safari Zone. And in Red and Blue, if you run out of money, you actually can't come in here without any money. So yeah, it's actually possible to get stuck. But you can just sell items if you want. But yeah. So now that we've got... Ah, great. Now that we got the gold teeth and HMO3, I'm just gonna run around here in the grass and try to find some rare Pokemon like Kangaskhan and Taurus and Chansey maybe. And try to catch them. I don't think Chansey can be found here in this area, but you know. Of course, keep an eye on the sidebars. Check Bulbapedia. Because otherwise you're just gonna be running around places where it's just... where you're not gonna find the Pokemon you want. So I'm just gonna exhaust my steps here in this patch of grass. And then I'll meet you guys outside when I run out of steps. Come on! Oh. I didn't have an Nidoran female. Okay. That's fine. Yep, there we go. Time's up. Just as I caught a Nidoran. So, yes, I did get a good haul. So, off screen, I'm just gonna come here into the Safari Zone and try to catch other Pokemon. Because a lot of Pokemon in here are exclusive to the Safari Zone. You can't find them anywhere else. So, yeah. Off screen, I'm just gonna do that. And here we go, cut again. Now that we have the gold teeth, we can actually come over here to the warden's house and talk to him. As you already know, his teeth are false. And he couldn't speak. Why is that? And he did say something that sounded like Safari, so... we give him the gold teeth, and... the warden popped in his teeth. Thanks, kid! No one could understand a word that I said. Yeah, right, it sounded like you had a sock in your mouth. I couldn't work that way. Let me give you something for your trouble. And we receive HMO for Strength! Strength is a normal type move with 80 power, 100 accuracy. It is definitely really, really good, and it would be a good substitute to give to Tattle. Simply because it has the same power as Tri-Attack. But I don't want to give it to Tattle because remember, you can't forget HMs. So if I change my mind later on in the game and I want to give Tattle something like Takedown, I won't be able to override Strength. So I want to have that flexibility. Strength is not the best normal type move there is, so I want to have the flexibility of being able to choose if I want to teach it, if I want to change Tattle's moveset or not. So I'm going to keep Tattle with Tri-Attack, and instead I'm going to teach Strength to Mew. Oh, but Mew already knows 4 moves. Yes, I want you to delete it and move to make room for Strength. Remember, go really slow when overriding moves, especially if you're teaching HMs. Yes. Okay, so we already have Cut, we already have Flash, and now we have Teleport. So I'm just gonna get rid of Pound, and Mew is now a perfect slave. Yeah, there we go. So once again, Strength is not the best move in the game, so it's worth it to teach it to a slave, but it's also not a bad move. So it's definitely okay to keep it on our team. Once again, I said it, I just want to have the flexibility, in case later on I want to take away Tattle's Tri-Attack. And what does Strength do? Well, if you just use it right here, Mew can move boulders. So now, we can just start pushing boulders around. Here we go, and we get a rare candy. Strength is a required HM to progress with, well, to actually finish the game. So, you know, you can't actually finish the game without getting into the Safari Zone, without getting the gold teeth, and without giving the gold teeth to the Warden. So, that's stuff that you have to do. And I suppose that will be it for today. We went into the Safari Zone, we met a bunch of new Pokemon, and we actually made some story progress. So, next time on Pokemon Yellow, we're gonna keep going around Fuchsia City, and we're gonna challenge the Gym, whose leader is Koga, the poisonous ninja master. Nin. Yeah. Koga. Right. Oh boy. So thank you guys for watching this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. And Pikachu is still this there. It doesn't have any new emotions for the Safari Zone, so there we go. Goodbye.